Alright, bear with me here. We're going to set up my new setup here. This is the one I've not set up yet. Again, that's the Joe's Custom Rods Pro Series. I'm going to do it upside down. It'll be alright. Heavy 710. My Lew's speed spool. SS30. Alright. Pretty simple. A lot of times people just, you have some common questions, I guess. Just back this up. Set the reel down in the seat. And reel it. And screw it back down on there. Now look, there's some. I have seen this happen before. Let me tighten it down pretty good. I tighten it down pretty much as tight as it'll go. You see these humps right here? And this hump right here, that is made for that reel seat to sit into. Sometimes these will spin around, and I've seen people where they have the actual, this part here will be over here, up here, down here. So they've actually not seated the reel properly, and that'll cause them reels to come off. Alright, got that done. Now, I'm going to put on my braid. Let me show you how you attach the braid to the spool on a spinning rod. First thing, open your bail. Alright. Get your line, which is my pink line, my fling flang line here. Take your line. I hope you can see that. Blends in with my shirt pretty good. And you want to tie just an overhand loop right here. Bear with me, I just put speakers in my car and hauled off an old boat motor, hauled off some garbage, and been enjoying this weather. Now, there, you got an overhand loop. I'm going to trim this little tag end off here. At least I say I'm going to. I thought I had mine. That'll work. At least I think this will work. That's good enough. Alright, now, let that focus. You have that loop. What you do, same as when you're making a loop for your cast net on your wrist. Bring that loop back up through here. See there? Now, what you'll do is you'll put that around that bail. So say, for instance, if my bail winds this way, it's going to stick. But if I put that loop on this way, that bail's just going to spin. I can see how it's not catching. So, I want to look at my reel. My bail's going to spin this way. So if it's going to spin this way, nope. So that will actually, watch me end up doing this backwards because I'm having to, nope. Alright. See how that don't move? Because it actually locks itself down. Alright. That's how you put bail, or start to put line on a spinning reel, and how to seat it properly. Now, to put my line on, I'll just go through this first loop to start with. Bear with me here, I'm trying to, this the first loop, and reel it straight up off the bail. With braid, it don't matter if you're reeling it forwards or backwards. I reel it straight up off of it. On the spinning reel, whatever you do, don't put a pencil through the bail or through the spool and reel it on that way. You will totally screw yourself. That line will pop off, fly off, and do everything. So now I got that through there. I want to make sure I put this on the opposite direction that thing's spinning. So my bail goes that way, that's the wrong way. So I need to have it sitting on the bail this way. There. And I just apply a little bit of tension with my hand as I just reel it in like normal. You can reel it in as fast or as slow as you want to, but there's something you do after this, which is up to you if you want to do it or not. And if you look on the bottom of the reel, you see this little line? Don't reel past, don't put line past that, because you're going to end up having a big gobby bird's nest that comes off the end of it. Now I'm putting a pretty good bit of tension on this between my fingers. I got rough hands so I can handle it. Just be careful if you got them soft girly girl hands, you're going to end up getting cut, especially with braid. And I'm watching as I'm reeling. Alright, there we go. Now, all I'll do is I'll just cut this, feed it back through. Once I do that, I'm going to put a hook on there. I'm going to get out in my yard. I'm going to stretch this as far as I can to the end. Try to get it to literally to the end of this. I'll probably let me look at my braid. I got about 175 yards on here, but of course this braid here is an 8 strand, so it's a little bit smaller diameter than that flat. This is a round 8 strands, not a flat 4 strand. So I got about 175 yards. So if I don't have that much room to do it, you can literally like go between posts in a circle, as long as you get that there. And then when you do, you want to stretch that out and reel it in, and then at that point you'll be good to go. That is how I have found the best way to do put line on a spinning reel. Hope y'all enjoyed that one.